Hello. How is it going? Can we hear me? Hey Silver. Hey Aki. And hello Super Hacker. How's it going? Alright, can we hear me? Yes. All right. I'm not sure how slow this chat is today. If I can't keep up, I apologize. I think it might be slightly lagging, but we may be okay. Title and cat is wrong. Cat. Oh no! Alright, how do I set title? Hang on, I think I can set title. Huh. Set. You can fix it? Okay, thanks Silver. I forgot to change it. Whoopsies. Okay. Alright, are you guys ready? Glitch Cloud, why so early? We're doing a cooking stream tonight. You are still napping? Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting your nap for wanting to cook my dinner. Actually, how do I make the this bigger? Because I'm finding it hard to see. Alright, maybe I just have to have it a little bit closer. There we go. Okay. So, welcome everybody. Today we are going to be making some pork and prawn dumplings, which we are going to steam. And we're also going to make some pan-fried pork and cabbage dumplings. And I'm just going to see if I can change the size of the chat because I'm having trouble seeing and I have bad eyes. Hey Lavender, how's it going? Dumplings, yes! Huh, I don't know how to make it bigger. Alright, I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Okay, so obviously the first things that we need are dumpling wrappers. These were just in the frozen section of the Asian supermarket, and we bought these earlier today and didn't put them back in the freezer, so they're nice and defrosted now and ready to go. So let's get those out and get them drying up a little bit because I can see that they've become they've become a bit condensated at the bottom, so I'm just getting a paper towel. Ah, Lavender! Thank you for the bits! Dumpling hype, yay! Thank you so much for that, Lavender. I really appreciate it. And hopefully the dumplings will be up to your standard. Alright, so if you guys haven't ever made dumplings before and have never seen dumpling wrappers, they're basically just it's a dough made out of flour and water, and they're reasonably thin. Like, you know, they're pretty thin wrappers, which is why I don't bother making my own, because I spend an hour or more making dough, rolling it out into perfect circles when you can buy this for $3.50 at the Asian supermarket. Well, actually, I think it was $3.50. But, so because these were frozen, the last few at the bottom have just stuck. Okay, they're really stuck, so we might just leave these ones and check them out. So this is a pack of 50 dumpling wrappers. So we'll get maybe like 47 or something because I threw a few out. Because those were unusable. So there we go. There's these dumpling wrappers. We'll just put them to the side. Can you guys see my bench? Oh. Okay, kind of. We also have some pork mince. As you can see, it's quite nice and fatty. You want your pork to be fatty because if it's not fatty, then your dumplings are going to end up being quite dry. Aki, dumplings are a national treasure in Poland, so you know them well. Oh, cool. Well, these are Taiwanese dumplings, so they're probably a little bit different to Polish dumplings, but at the same time, probably quite similar. I've also got some raw prawn meat here, which I bought frozen because my supermarket didn't have any fresh ones, and I've just defrosted them in the fridge overnight so that you know, they're ready to use. And over here I've got my chopping board. I've got a bit of cabbage, I've got an onion, I've got some ginger, and I've got a couple of bits of garlic. So what we want to do is we want to just start prepping some of the ingredients. I'm going to need to mince the shrimps, the prawns. I'm also going to need to mince the garlic, the onion, and the ginger. But the thing that creates the least aroma right now is cabbage. Hey Skizzers, welcome, hello, just stopping by briefly. I'm glad you were able to make it, even if it's just briefly. So what we want to do is, I'm not going to use all of this cabbage because I'm only using half of the pork mince for pork and cabbage dumplings, and so we don't want too much cabbage. I'll probably use about half of this piece, and I just want to looking for a freezer bag. Just want to chuck it in a freezer bag, chuck it back in the fridge for use next time. Alright, there we go. So with the cabbage, I had just shredded it in one direction, and we kind of need to, now we need to shred it the other direction. We just want it to be really, really, really small pieces, so just turn it 90 degrees and then basically just chop through. And just be careful of your fingers and don't chop your thumbnails off like I did last week, because that's just awkward. And you just want it quite small. Skizzers, you had 2 good games, so you're feeling good going to bed. Nice. Now it's 2 p.m. It's 2 p.m. for you, Super Hacker. Show you some blood. I'll show you some blood a bit later on Summoner's Rift, and that's a promise, because I'm gonna go feed. So basically, just run your knife through, make sure that you've got all the big pieces chopped into little pieces, so that you don't end up with big crunchy hard bits of cabbage. I don't know why I'm chopping like this right now. I never chop like this. Okay, so now that the cabbage is ready, if you want to have a look, it's just, super fine, almost like minced cabbage, and just chop that straight into a mixing bowl. Panther Rhythm plays with Pod. Nice Skizzers. You're liking that new Panther. You're able to eat it when you make too much. Hey, Alter Ego, how's it going? For the stream? What, you want blood? Come on. Not right now. Alright, so what I want to do right now is, the next easiest is probably ginger. So what I just want to do is I'll just cut a few really thin slices of ginger. We don't want too much, because otherwise it will just overpower all the filling. Oh, I'm chopping different because streaming. That's probably true, alter ego. I'm probably a little bit something or other. Okay, so hey Shabanger, welcome back. Super fine, just like the cook. Ah, hey now. So I've got some ginger, which I've just sliced super finely, and you just put in the stack, and you want to basically mince that as well. So you just want to shred it in one direction, so that you end up with really, really fine strips of it. And once you've done that, just collect it all. You see we've got some nice little fine strips, and turn it around, and then you just want to chop it the other direction, and again be careful of your fingers. Wholesome cooking, it's good for you too. Cooking's great. If you guys don't know how to cook, it's a great skill to pick up, because I don't know, I find it quite relaxing a lot of the time. Not all the time. I don't want to cook all day every day. I did consider you know, when I didn't want to do architecture, I did consider trying to like work in hospitality and stuff, and or like cooking, but then I decided that was too stressful. And just run your knife through it again, just to really mince it up in both directions. And there we go. That's your minced ginger. So this is going to go into both of the dumpling mixes, both the pork and prawn and the pork and cabbage. So I'm just putting it into a little dish here for easy access later. We don't want to add that just yet. Here's my KFC obsession. I love KFC. Wait, no, that's exactly what you're saying. Okay, I get it. You know how to cook silverbait, sometimes you don't have the patience. I mean, if you can cook maybe like 50-60% of the, maybe 75% of the time, I think that's pretty decent. Skizzes, you love my kitchen. Yay! Me too. I actually gave it a clean earlier for you guys, because I thought it was a little bit messy. It was a little bit dirty. So now we're going to go into the garlic, just because I'm putting off cutting up the onion because I'm going to cry. I will cry all the time. Shabanga, you can't wait for baking. We did baking last week. Alright, so garlic, well, the garlic is actually only for the sauce. I'm not actually putting the garlic into the dumplings. Pretty much always the same sort of thing here. We want everything to be quite small and uniform. Sup, Dempy, where's the sauce? The sauce is there. Can you see it? Just over there. There. We will be making the sauce, and there will not be too much sauce. There's only going to be like some sauce. But if you guys want to see some, if you guys want to see too much sauce, we can get out too much sauce. Alright, I just need to put a tea towel underneath my chopping board because it is moving, and that's not cool. Ooh, hey Six Fingers, how's it going? Welcome. So I just want to mince up the garlic a little bit. I peeled these earlier just because I couldn't be bothered peeling them now. So mince up the garlic, and again just chuck it into a little ramekin sort of thing. Try not to break all your kitchen stuff, because then you'd have to buy new stuff, and that costs money, and we don't like spending money, because you want to save money for things like holidays and moleskins and subs and stuff like that. Alright, so now we've got ginger and garlic all sorted. Okay, so I've got another, I'm just going to put my ginger away. If you guys don't use reusable containers to store your food scraps and stuff, then you should, because it is better than using lots of plastic wrap. Six Fingers, am I from Australia? I'm from New Zealand. But you're close. Skizzes, you want to stay, but you need to try and sleep. Hopefully we'll swing by tomorrow night. Thanks, Skizzes. Well, I'm not actually going to be around tomorrow night, so we'll probably see you on Saturday, hopefully. But have an awesome sleep and have fun driving 12 hours tomorrow. Hey, Toxic Vapor, Optimal. What's Optimal? For the soup. Oh my god. Alright. Ginger in the fridge. We are going to deal with the onion now. What games do I play, Six Fingers? I play League of Legends. Alright, so onions. The way I like to chop onions is I just take the top off, take the bottom off, take it down the middle, and then that way it's really easy just to get the skins off. I mean, I don't know, you guys probably know how to peel an onion, but I don't know, somebody might have never done it before, so now you just have a nice clean onion, nice and easy. Am I a casual player or competitive? I mean, I'm pretty competitive, but you wouldn't be able to tell by my scores. Let's put it that way. Okay, so onion. And I'm actually only going to use half of the onion right now because I don't like too much onion in it. It's just a little bit for flavor. And again, slice it as finely as you possibly can and try not to cry. I'm probably gonna cry soon, so just bear with me. I'm just going really slow because this onion for some reason is really slippery. Okay, so now that we've cut it one direction, you just want to go through and slice it the other direction. Cry stream. This onion's actually not too spicy, and I'm not feeling like crying too much yet, so that's a good thing. And luckily I'm only doing half. Six Fingers, I'm definitely not Diamond 1. Don't believe anything Silver says. Unless it's nice things, then you can believe. Oh, okay. I guess D1 is a nice thing. I'm only in gold. Hey Snuggy, how's it going? Cooking time? Yeah, making dinner tonight. But we're just fancying it up a little bit. I don't usually make two types of dumplings. So mince up your onion. And we're just going to chuck it in another little, okay. Oh! It's starting. Woo! Okay. Who makes dinner? Just Uber Eats it? Tell you what. Uber Eats costs a lot of money. It's a lot cheaper to cook. Got goggles? Don't worry. I don't actually have any gum, Six Fingers. Did I just say I don't actually have 6 fingers? I'm so confused. What did I just say? That's so weird. No, I said I don't have any gum, 6 fingers. Okay. Huh. Alright, there we go. That's alright. Onion's done. Again, get another reusable container to put your... Oh, I keep getting ones that are too small. Oh, I'm going to have to chop things up, but that's alright. and just chop them up and shove them in. Hey G to the X, how's it going? I am cooking. What are we having? We're having dumplings. We're having pork and prawn dumplings and also pork and cabbage dumplings. 2 different types. Hey Vu, how's it going? Okay, so onion in the fridge. Alright, so now we have, for those of you who have just arrived, we're making pork and prawn dumplings. We've got some pork mince, some prawns, some cabbage that we've already finely shredded. We have some minced garlic, but just put that to the side. We're not using that yet. We've got some minced ginger and we've got some minced onion. Why am I crying, Silver? Because you're mean to me. No, Silver's lovely. Only sometimes mean. So now comes the gross part. We've got to mince up the prawns. So, oh, they're a little bit wet just because, you know, when you defrost them, they're a bit juicy and slimy. So I actually like my prawns to not be super like finely minced. You want to be able to actually have a bit of prawn texture. So for some of them I will, you know, mince them up really small just so that we can mix it through, get the flavour through, but some pieces just leave them nice and chunky. Silver, I'm just kidding. Making gyozas, come to SD and help you out at the restaurant. Alright, where's SD? Is that like the memory card that I put inside my phone? Something doesn't sound right. Super Hacker, I think Silver has changed my title. If you refresh the page, it should be correct now. So we're just chopping up the prawns. Again, don't chop them too small, otherwise you'll lose some of that delicious prawn texture, flavor. Did it work, Super? Okay, so I mean, if you had a food processor or something, you could definitely use the food processor for chopping up your prawns or any of these ingredients, but you just need to be careful that it doesn't completely turn it into just baby food, because that's just gross. You want a little bit of nice texture in there. So this is about 150 to 200 grams of prawns, and I've got a total of 550 grams of pork mince. So we're just going to kind of half that pork mince between the pork mixture and the cabbage mixture, because the prawn volume and the cabbage volume that I've got is fairly similar right now. Alright, almost through the prawns. Got 2 left after this one. And if you guys are using prawns for making dumplings, make sure you get the raw stuff, because if you get pre-cooked prawns, because we've got to cook them again, it's not going to taste very good. It will taste like rubber. Tastes like you're eating erasers. Hey Asian karaage, I'm making karaage. No, I'm not. I'm making gyoza actually. Well, dumplings, Taiwanese ones, not Japanese ones. But welcome. How's it going? You have to go, Aki. That's alright. We will see you next time. Hope everything's all good. And enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so now that I've got my prawn mixture, well, prawn all minced up, yet another glass bowl. I have about 10 or 12 glass bowls. I really love my glass bowls and my ramekins. Right, so we are actually done with the chopping board right now, so I'm just going to go pop that in the sink and let it rinse off a little bit because it's gross. do. Fried or steamed Asian karaage, we're gonna do fried for the pork and cabbage, well, like pan fried, and steamed for the pork and prawn, because I think that those two, it just works really well like that, I think. Okay, so let's start off with the cabbage. What we want to do is open up the pork mince. On my back. We want roughly half of that. And I don't really like touching raw meat very much. I'm a bit weird like that, even though you kind of have to. But I just use a fork and get half the pork mince, and what you do is you can just start working it through. Asian karaage, you want me to send you some? I mean, it might be a little bit gross by the time it gets to you, but we can try. So here we want to do is probably put about half of the ginger in. I probably chopped up way too much ginger, to be honest. And we want to put maybe 2/3 of the onion. And you don't want too much onion in the pork and prawn one, because it will overpower. With the cabbage one, this is where all the flavour's coming from, so heaps is fine. Okay, so I probably actually did a bit too much cabbage for it too. That's alright. At this point, it's starting to sort of come together a little bit. Before it gets too pasty, what we want to do is we want to season it. So what I like to season my dumpling mixture with is just a bit of sugar, a little bit of soy sauce, and this amazing chicken powder stuff. It's like a Thai product that you can get in your local Asian supermarket. So let's get some. Oh, and sesame oil. Never forget the sesame oil. I just like a little bit of sweetness. So this is just some white sugar, and we'll probably want just maybe half a teaspoon, not too much. You don't want it to taste like something weird in a dessert. And splash. Okay, I never measure, so that's probably, I don't know, a tablespoon. So I just put it in the yogurt pot, but this comes in like a big yellow and green sort of package that has chicken on it. So maybe like half a teaspoon to 2/3 of a teaspoon-ish of chicken powder, and just a couple of drops of sesame oil. The sesame oil here that I've got is really strong. It's a lot stronger than the stuff you get in the like Western supermarkets, so you don't really want a lot of it. But if you are just getting one of the ones that are from, I don't know what, like Lee Kum Kee or something, they're not as strong, so you can put a little bit more in for the flavour. And so you can see it's just the soy has just made it a little bit darker. You can really add anything you want, like if you want some pepper, you can put some vinegar in, you can put some sake, it depends what sort of flavours you want. But I'm keeping mine pretty simple because I'm going to make a sort of chili vinegar sauce to go with it. And after adding all these sauces in, it gets a little bit stickier and wetter, which makes it easier to bind together. And it kind of starts forming a ball, and the stickier your dumpling mixture is, the better. So the more you actually work the pork mince, the stickier it will get. So you want to spend a bit of time just smushing it up, getting it really nice and elasticy. And it's basically done when pretty much all sticks together and like the cabbage stops just running away on its own. And if you don't work out like me, it's a good workout for your arms. Alright, so that's about ready. So as you can see, it's quite sticky and it all just kind of holds its shape when I start pulling at it and stuff. So that is the pork and cabbage mixture all done. Let's set that to the side and let's work on the prawn one. So prawn one, very similar sort of thing. You can chuck in your seasonings, well, whatever they're called, aromats, your garlic and onion. No, your ginger and onion. Don't put garlic in this one. And then we want to chuck in our pork. Oops. And you just want to mix that through. Similar seasonings for this one with the soy, but I would probably cut back a little bit on the sesame. You really want to taste the prawns, because you know, if you're buying prawns and you're putting them in, prawns are expensive here, by the way. So like that, the amount of prawn that I used in this in here was like $7 or $8. Like, how insane. I hate how expensive things are. So we'll put a little bit of sugar in, but not too much, because prawn meat has a lot of sweetness anyway. Tiny bit of soy. Some more of the seasoning. The thing is, you don't want to over season your dumplings, because one of the best things about dumplings is the dipping sauce. So you don't want to make it like super salty. Otherwise, you're not gonna, not gonna be able to dip much, because it would just be too much. All right. So now that we've seasoned it, just mix it through. You definitely want to try. You don't mind if it's disgusting. Wait, what do you mean? What do you think is going to be disgusting? Oh, alright. Need some more bigger bowls. There we go. So pork and prawn mixture. This one doesn't need quite as much mixing. You don't want to destroy the texture of the prawns. Hey Simple Voca, what are we cooking? We are making dumplings tonight. We're making pork and prawn dumplings and also pork and cabbage dumplings. Welcome, by the way. How are you doing tonight? Ooh, it smells so good. I love the smell of sesame oil. Used to be one of those things that I really didn't like, but then I grew up. Hey, thank you for the follow, Simple Voca. Welcome, welcome. Right, so now that we've got this mixture, you can see it. It's kind of bouncy. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel it. It feels kind of bouncy, and so that's really good, because that means you're going to get a really nice texture when it's cooked. So I'm just going to get rid of my forks, because we don't need the forks anymore. And we'll put our sauces back here. And now we're going to start the fun part. We're going to start wrapping the dumplings. Erin Karage, you're not saying it would be disgusting, only that you said it would be if I sent them to you. Well, you know what? Maybe if I sent them to you frozen. Although I've been looking up sending things internationally, and holy crap, shit's expensive to send. Like, I was thinking of like I don't know, looking at a shoebox sort of thing, and it was like $55 to send overseas. I'm like, why? It's insane. Okay, so we will get our dumpling wrappers back again. Can you guys? Yeah, you'll be able to see when I make one. So the scarlet is for the sauce, so we'll put it in there. Two things that you need when you are wrapping dumplings. Have a really clean bench. So I cleaned this down earlier. Or you can use a chopping board, but I just like using my bench because it's just way easier. And you need a little bowl of water. This is to wet your dumpling wrappers with, and it will help them basically to stick together. So we're going to end up with about 23, 24-ish of each dumpling, I hope. So I've got them in pretty even stacks right now. I think they're pretty even. And so we will start off. Let's start off with the. Well, they take about the same time to cook, so I'll just start off with either one, and we'll cook them all together. Let's start off with the pork and prawn, which is this one, because I'd like to use up all the mixture and make sure that if there's extra, I'd rather have more pork and prawn ones than the cabbage ones. Because prawns. And do I use egg or water? Just water. So I've got a teaspoon here, and this is the fun part, but this is also, I guess, what people find the trickiest about making dumplings. So as you can see, my dumpling mixture is super sticky, and it stays in a ball really well. And you don't want too much filling. You tend to think more filling is better, but if you have too much filling, then you can't wrap it properly, and it will burst, and then it does ruin it. What brand of dumpling skin do I prefer? I don't actually know. We don't have much choice in New Zealand, to be honest. I just get whatever there is at the Asian supermarket. There's usually only one choice. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to put a little sort of teaspoonish amount of filling in the middle, and then you want to use your finger, dip it in the water, and wet around the dumpling skin. I generally take it about 2/3 of the way. It really depends on how you actually fold them, but the way I fold them is I pleat them on my finger side, so from the back for me. So I will show you guys how I do this nice and slowly. So what you want to do is you want to start by pinching the dumpling in one corner, and then you want to just basically shape the dumpling meat so that you've got a sort of half circle sort of thing. And then I use my right hand, I hold the pinch, and then I use my right hand to fold the dumpling over my index finger, and then use that finger to pinch, and then you get one plate. And then you just make your way along the dumpling skin, and you end up with a pleated dumpling. And this is why I wet it quite a lot around the circumference, because there's a lot more skin on the back because of the pleats versus the front. So I think this is the dumpling I drew earlier. I think they look pretty similar. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so pork and prawn dumpling number 1 made. The first time ever making dumplings, they probably won't turn out super beautiful. I've been making dumplings since I was about 11 probably. My mum would get me to help her, so that's where I got my dumpling making from, although she always used a different filling. She would always use pork, cabbage and chives, but I'm not a huge fan of chives, so I don't really use them much. I generally do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pleats. So there we go. If you guys want to see it again, let me know and we can do another close-up. Now I'll give you the tasting super hack. It's not even cooked. I think that would be not very tasty if I gave it to you right now. So we just, alright, so for like the next 20-30 minutes, you guys are just gonna enjoy watching me fold dumplings. Yeah. Dumplings are not for you, Silver, they're too hard. You can do a simple, like, just half fold. It will stick with the water, but it's just it doesn't stand up the way, you know. Oh, hang on, where are these? So these ones here, they stand up, you know, nicely, and it means that when you're like frying them in the pan and stuff, they get a nice brown bottom. But if you can literally just fold them in half. Dumplings is a Chinese food. Yes, Super Hacker. Well, these ones are you know, Chinese/Taiwanese flavor dumplings. The fillings that I've got here, especially this pork and prawn ones, if you don't have dumpling wrappers, you can actually use this same mixture to make wontons. The difference between dumplings and wontons generally are just that the wonton wrappers have egg in the ingredients, whereas dumplings only have flour and water. So wontons generally have a yellowish sort of color because of the eggs. Oh my gosh, these are all like stuck together. So the texture of wonton skin's a little bit different. Generally quite a bit silkier. I really like it. Hey, add me friend in this thread, people that stream vertically. Well, I'm streaming from my phone. If I turn it landscape, then I will be 90 degrees, unfortunately. And I can't seem to change it because I think the platform I'm using is only in beta right now and it hasn't got the capability of doing it. Well, it might do, but I'm probably just a bit noob and have not found how to do it. But I think this works because then you can see my bench and stuff and my head's not completely cut off. This is a little bit big. What's a little bit big, Super Hacker? Alright. So we've made 7 so far. We've got another 40 to make. We're going to be here a while. So we can have a quick talk about the sauce that we're going to make. So earlier today I made a chicken stock. So if you actually want to have soup dumplings, you can basically boil the dumplings and then put them in the stock that I had made. So the stock that I made was basically I had a chicken frame from a chicken I had deboned, taken all the meat off, and I just chucked that in a big pot of boiling water with some carrots, some onions, some carrots, onions, ginger, some slices of ginger, and some more of that chicken flavor that I was talking about earlier. Dumplings is a little bit big impossible. Are you saying that it's too difficult to make, Super Hacker? I love making dumplings. Once you get the hang of it, it doesn't feel like such a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so now that I've got 10, just move that to the side so that we can keep stacking them. Make sure that your bench is dry. You really don't want to get your dumpling skins wet, other than where you're sticking them together, because it will put holes in them. And we don't want holes. Your juices will leak out. Ginger is very healthy. Yes, ginger's healthy and it's delicious. You know what else stacks? Rage Blade and TFT. Haha. Unlimited stacks too, right? I built a Gwynsies today on Lucian. I made a big boo-boo when I was playing TF2 today. It was not good. And I ended up second, even though I could have come first, but I did something wrong. Alright, we are making our way through the dumplings. I'm still first in your hearts. Thank you, Vu. No thank you to you, Silver. What do you mean debatable? Ha. Yeah. It is not great. It is not fantastic. My game history. My recent games. Recent current games. I think I only need one of those words in that sentence. Alright, so I'm getting a little bit generous with the filling. I should stop putting so much in because I don't want them to burst. You make dumpling like ping pong ball cry. You make dumpling like ping pong ball cry. Super Hacker, your sentence has confused me. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe... I feel like the cry on the end has me confused. I'm not entirely sure what that part is. Do you make ping pong balls cry or you make your dumplings cry? Or is that like a separate part of your sentence? You make dumplings like ping pong balls? Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking. It's a bit separate, probably. Super Hacker does so well, man. Imagine if I try to go and like use another language than English in someone's stream. They'd be like, alright. No, actually, I don't even have another written language. My spoken English is bad enough. Okay. We are probably about a third of the way through. So just bear with me. We will get there. Do I know glutinous rice balls? Yes, I do know glutinous rice balls. Is that what you make, Super Hacker? Those are yum. What do you put in the filling? You know what makes me really sad? There's like no good yum cha in where I live. There's like one yum cha. Well, no, there's two, and they're both really bad, and neither of them push trolleys around. It's really sad. I don't know how they call themselves yum cha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, looks like I've made way too much filling. That's alright, we can save some of the filling for something else another time. You make dumplings like the glutinous rice balls. Ah, I see. But those are yum. Why cry about that? I'd be happy. You could make me some glutinous rice balls. I would be super happy. Be super hackery. No wait, that doesn't work. Alright, my puns don't work. Vu, you need to take over. I was trying to do a pun, but it was a bit lackluster. Okay, so we've done 20. Maybe if I can do 27 of these maybe, and 21 of the others. Silver, you are tilted. You don't have the patience to cook like that. We haven't even started cooking it yet. Gotta wait for these to actually be steamed and fried and stuff. It's so worth it though. Oh, hello Swifty. Swifty ass? How's it going? Had to double take there. Welcome, welcome. Tell me, Swifty ass, do you like dumplings? By the way, Silver, it is so worth it once you finish making them. And it's just such a soothing activity to wrap dumplings. Super hacker, to be honest, I come from China, but I can't make dumplings. Oh. See, like the thing is, when you live in Asia, like every third restaurant serves dumplings. Why would you need to learn to make them? The thing is, where I live, dumplings are not readily available. In fact, they are actually selling them in the supermarkets now, frozen, but they're not the best. Swifty ass, yes. Wait, Silver, you can hear the clock? Oh my gosh. This must pick up so much noise. Shebanga, dumplings is a family... Making dumplings is a family event? Oh, wow. Unfortunately, for me, dumplings is usually a solo gig. Except for when my best friend's around. She's Japanese, and so we make, she really loves cooking. She used to work in a Japanese restaurant, so we make a lot of food together, and gyoza is one of our favorites. Shebanga want some company you can eat? You are so welcome. I love cooking for people. It's like, it's actually one of my favorite things to entertain, like food-wise, cook for people. Makes me happy when people eat my food. Yeah. Look outside. The neighbors might think I'm creeping on them. Don't tell me you're my neighbor. My neighbors always drive over my garden. It's really frustrating. So if that's you, Shebanga, please stop driving over my garden. They're really bad drivers. They don't know how to reverse. Alright, I think we can get 2 more dumplings out of the pork and prawn. So we're actually ending up with 30 pork and prawn ones rather than like 24, so we're only going to have about, how do you math, 18 pork and cabbage ones, but that's alright, we will deal with it. Not enough water, my dumpling's not closing properly, there we go. So that's another thing, if your dumpling's not closing up properly, just give it a little bit more water and it usually fixes it. Cook ramen next. I love ramen. Actually, tell you what, I'm only making one more and I'm going to chuck the rest of the mixture into the cabbage one. Perfect. Oh, you mean like proper ramen? I can't actually make proper ramen noodles. I've heard that they're not that difficult, but I could make pasta. I really love making pasta. How many dumplings in total? Just under 50 wrappers in the pack. Okay, so we've got 29. We've got 29 pork and prawns. So now we're going to start on the pork and cabbage ones. So basically exactly the same. Sorry guys, I've still got a stack of this many dumpling wrappers to get through. Here is some that I prepared earlier. Alright. So it's exactly the same thing. Because I'm making two flavors, I would say to do a different fold, but I only know how to do one fold, so. My friend does it differently actually. One of my friends, she does a fold from the middle. I think she like does a middle and then okay, let's try this out. Let's try something new. So she does a fold in the middle and then she does two from the inside out each. Huh. Oh yeah, all right. Let's do that for the So it's a little bit different, as you can see. This one of them's all in one direction and one of them folds into the middle. So let's do that for the pork and cabbage ones. $25 for me and $25 for my hubs. Oh my gosh, I eat about like 8 to 10 dumplings max in one go. I usually freeze half of them. Super hacker, you ate ramen for 5 consecutive days while you lived in Japan. Yum! That would be amazing. I would totally eat ramen for 5 days if I went to Japan. Although I'll probably want to eat everything else there too. My favorite ever ramen flavor is called miso buttercorn, and it has chashu and it's delicious. If you guys haven't ever had miso buttercorn and see it on the menu, you should try it. Alright, I'm quite liking this new fold, it's interesting. Shebanga, you're going back home, you can't wait for a ramen all day, every day? Wait, Shebanga, so wait, where's home? Oh my gosh, my tummy's starting to grumble. I'm getting a bit hungry. At that moment, you were talking about Japan. Whereabouts in Japan? I've never been, but it's my number one. It's my number one destination after my holiday to Hawaii. Hawaii was my number one, and now it's Japan. In Nara? I don't know where that is. My friend went to Japan not too long ago, and said that there was an island that was just had like 300 cats on it. Am I talking about San Diego? No, I was meaning Japan. That's really cool. Are you Japanese then, Shabanga? Halfy. Nice. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting through it. My God. I'm so hungry right now. I didn't really have lunch. Well, no, I didn't have lunch. I don't know why I said I didn't really. I did not eat lunch, and now I'm hungry. Right, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got. I think we might get. I guess it just depends on how many wrappers are left, because there's definitely enough filling left. By the way, this is the filling. I haven't been showing you guys how I've been doing the filling. I can't get it in the camera. But, yeah, I mean, spoonfuls. Is my hubs a good cook, Silver? No, he cannot cook. He makes a good toasted sandwich. And he can form some pretty nice burger patties, but he does not cook otherwise. Hey Pidgey, how is it going? Welcome back. I'm hungry, you're hungry too. Sorry, Super Hacker. I will send some over telepathically. Hey Hyphy Bros, how's it going? Welcome. Is this ranked cooking? Yeah, alright, so I'm currently only in Silver 3 for cooking, but hopefully after this, you guys will give me a higher rank than Silver 3. I don't know, what would you guys have given me for my sticky date pudding? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, we've almost got a thing of 10. Challenger. Alright. Need a nocturne voice clip saying dumplings instead of darkness. Yes. Well, when I drew that little dumpling thing on my sign, I was just like, oh man, now I really want a dumpling emote. Or a dumpling sub badge or something. Hey Visor, you are keen on the darkness, on the voice clip? Alright, who's going to record that, because I cannot do a nocturne voice. I'm challenger in the cooking rank. Oh, well thank you. At least I'm not silver somewhere in my life, I guess. Hey Visor, yes, we're back to the kitchen stream. Hey Jax5, how's it going? Welcome back, haven't seen you in a while. Translated perfectly, Jax5. How long will it take to get to you via post? Maybe like 4 days? I don't know. I've only sent letters overseas. I haven't actually sent parcels overseas. I got that golden heart. What do you mean? I mean, I think that's a good thing, but wait, Super Hacker low rank is gold for cooking rank is challenge in 2000. LP? Alright. Thank you. Thank you, Super Hacker. That's, I can succeed in something other than lol, I guess. Try to. At least there's something I'm not silver in. Oh, I got a golden heart. Oh, thanks, Liza. Take it as a big compliment. Right, we're almost there. Stack is definitely getting depleted. We can almost cook them. We can almost start the actual cooking. Show off? You want to show off too, but you can't make? Look, you just have to watch the VOD of me making dumplings and practice for about so what, I've been making dumplings for about 15, 16 years. So practice for about 15, 16 years. Nah, it doesn't take that long. You know, maybe like 3 or 4 tries. You'll have it down. You'll be able to do it. No sweat. Oh, hey, One Thick Pony. How's it going? Do I not work? What do you mean? It's like 7:20 at night. You got here late. Can you please undo the dumplings and remake them? Ah, misplaced Oregonian? Is that how we say it? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Tell you what, I'm still making some of them, Thick Ponies, so if you do want to see me make the mixtures, like the fillings and stuff, feel free to watch the VOD. It will be available for 2 weeks after this is finished, after the stream has finished. Oh man, I sound like such an advertiser. Liza, you just hear pitter patter of the pets. Yeah, that's Ralphie. Ralphie! People can hear you. Would you like to come say hello? Alright, hang on. Oh no, I'm plugged in. Ralphie! Say hello! That's my boy. Okay. What's that? Wait, that's what the kappa was for? Ah. You know me. I just, I take everything at face value. Okay, we're almost done. I think there's about 5 or 6 more. And then, one more step before eating them. Maybe if I got my magic wand out and went incendio, they would all cook immediately. But unfortunately, the Whomping Willow saw to my wand, and I cannot use it at the moment. You were wondering if I don't work because I'm the main cook? No, well, see, I do the cooking, and Hubs does the dishes, and I cook pretty quickly. Generally, like these dumplings, you know, I'll make dumplings like maybe once every 4 months or so. Like it's dinner's usually really fast. But also I finished work at 4:30, and I work from home. So if I wanted to cook something more complex, that's lots of time. Need to get him into cooking with me. I try, but he's it's not really something he's interested in. And that's alright. Sometimes he does. You know, sometimes we cook together. Or I instruct him. Hey, Andre NZ. Ooh, hello. From NZ. Any chance I cook desserts? Tell you what, I did a sticky date pudding last week. If you want to have a look at it, it is in my VODs. Last Friday night, I think it was from. But tonight we're just doing dumplings. We could look at doing another dessert next week, maybe. I'll see what I feel like cooking. Thick Pony, you had some fun memories of cooking something new you both hadn't cooked before. Yeah, well, tell you what. For my hubs, that would be everything. He's given me a look. Making 50 dumplings spend about an hour. I mean, that's only because I would usually have 50 dumplings pumped out by like within half an hour. But Super Haggard, it's your fault. Something for us both, Thick Pony. Yeah, all right. We'll try and talk him into it. Generally, if I suggest cooking, he suggests takeout. So. And that's when we have KFC. Because KFC's amazeballs. Alright. 2 more after this one. Yeah, actually it's taking me a lot longer to do these ones because I haven't done this pleat before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay, we're actually ending up with 22 pork and cabbage ones, which is nice. So we've got 29. Wow, that means that there was like 54 wrappers instead of just 50. They always put in a couple of extras because they know some won't be usable. My tummy's grumbling. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's like just going like raw. You used to almost treat cooking together as a date. Hey, that's really nice. You'd set up a projector and cook. Giving you some hard memories of cooking with your ex. Ah, well, I hope they're good memories. That sounds really nice. I think that's a great idea, One Thick Pony. We'll see how Hubs feels about it. Alright, last dumpling, and then we're gonna cook the dumplings. I'm actually going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this because my phone is on a platform right now and I need to take you guys to the other side of the kitchen. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm just going to freeze a few. Ash, how many do you want? 12? Alright. I'm just going to wash my hands quickly. I'll be right back. Do you want some of each or just the cabbage ones? Do you want prawn ones? Mainly cabbage. Alright. Okay, 10 cabbage, 5 prawn. Alright. Touch point to Doggo. Doggo will stick with the food. My dog actually, he won't stick with food unless you're eating it. And even then, he's actually really, really well behaved. So first of all, I'm gonna immediately just freeze some of these, because there's no way we're eating all of them. Hang on, let me give you a shot of the final dumpling. There we go. There's the dumplings. All 51 or 2 of them. So basically, to freeze these, you just want a nice flat container. Try not to stack them on top of each other because they will end up sticking. And then when you go to cook them, they they do break apart. So this is my go-to container to freeze my dumplings in. It's nice and long and flat, and you can fit a ton in there. So just kind of want to, if you do need to stack them on top of each other, put a piece of baking paper or wax paper in between. Another way you could do it is put some flour, but just depending on how you want to cook them, flour can, you know, make them not ideal. Hey Effort Milkshakes, welcome back. Where can you get some? Wow, tell you what, if you come to New Zealand, we'll make you some dumplings, eh? But unfortunately, I'm not shipping them anywhere right now because they are gonna be not very delicious if I ship them. Okay, so I've got a few too many, so just a bit of wax paper. And you can just pop it on top, like so. And you can chuck a few more dumplings in, because we don't need that many dumplings tonight. And there's about 26-ish, 10, 20, yeah, 26-ish, which is perfect for another night's dinner. Hey D3 Gaming, you hope I'm talking about the dumplings? Wait, what am I saying about the dumplings? I'm not entirely sure which part you're referring to. These can go straight in the freezer. Basically, if you're freezing your dumplings, they can, when you take them out, you can pan fry them as per normal, as we are about to do, or steam them, but they'll probably just need, you know, like 4 or 5 minutes longer, just so that they have time to defrost. Hey Ashley 90, how's it going? Welcome. Am I trying to cook for an army? Haha, maybe just a little bit. Alright, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna leave the camera here just while I prepare a couple of things, but we will be back. Alright, actually, for steaming the dumplings, you want to have like a sort of fry pan with a bit of, you want to put a bit of water in it. I've got about 1.5 centimeters of water at the bottom of this pan. You don't need too much because it's not going to be cooked for too long. And we'll bring it over here. Alright, to steam my dumplings, I have here sorry, just needing to move dumplings so they don't get wet. I have a bamboo steamer basket. You can get these from Asian shops and stuff. And before cooking with a bamboo steamer basket, you need to wet it, because if you don't wet it, it can burn because it is made out of wood. So I've soaked it already in water. You want to soak the lid as well. And I've got a piece of like white cheesecloth sort of fabric, which is also wet. And what you want to do is just put the dumplings inside the steamer basket. Don't let them touch. It's really important, otherwise they will end up sticking together, and you don't want that to happen. And so, just to show you guys, here's our beautiful steamer basket full of dumplings. Ooh, how long do you soak it? It doesn't need to be too long. You can basically just put it under running water for maybe about a minute, just as long as it feels wet. If it's dry, then it doesn't, like, as long as it's slightly wet. And if it's not, just having a look around, but you can use a spray bottle, like a water spray bottle, to keep it moist. Hi Fibros! please do more streams like this. You like the idea of food and drink streams? Alright, I'm actually thinking that I'm going to make it a regular thing after I get back from my holiday. I really enjoy doing it, and I'm glad that you like it too. So, this is... Okay, I'm going to have to move the camera and everything now because we are moving to the cooking thing. Hey Andre, thank you so much for the follow. I super appreciate that. So we are... Where can I put the camera so you can see the cooking stuff? Maybe there, kind of. Okay, so this is my station for the steaming, and then I've got another pan here for the frying. I'll show you guys as we go. Maybe I'll put you over here so that I don't get burnt. Okay. So we want to get... I really should have prepared this earlier actually. And I need this. I need my other thing for the chat. Shabanga, as much as you would love some dumplings at sleepy time. Oh, that's alright, Shabanga. I'm glad that you could hang out for a bit. I hope you have an awesome sleep, and we will see you next time. Cooking cell phone? Yes, cooking the cell phone. Don't want oil to splash on the phone. Well, that's good. That's a good thing about the steamed one. There's no oil, and my fried one, we were probably pretty safe. Actually, let me turn my stock on. Oh, okay. So let me show you guys the stock. So this is the chicken soup that I was talking about that I made earlier. So it's you can see it's got like some chicken fat, some delicious. It's got some, starting to get some nice golden color to it. Oh, hope I didn't just stop the stream. Are we still going? Is it still working? Alrighty. So, Hi Rose, I've got a massive house. Not really, it's actually quite a small little house. It probably looks larger than it really is. The kitchen is decent sized, but the rest of it's not huge. Hey NY Slice, how's it going? Welcome. I got a chill kitchen, you like my lights? Thank you so much. It's my favorite place in the house, my kitchen. Alright, so, I don't know how to do this, how I'm going to show you guys everything, maybe like that. Okay, so this one we've got the steaming to go on, and then on this other one over here is for the frying. So I'm just going to turn that on to like the lowest heat, because my gas elements actually have a lot of heat, like ridiculous amounts of heat. This one here for the steaming, it has started to hey Robin Stop, thank you so much for the follow, welcome. NY Slice, your favourite place in the house is your kitchen, your dogs are always there. Oh, that's so sweet. My dog doesn't tend to hang out in the kitchen too much. He knows he's not allowed in it. Okay, so this water has started bubbling. Oh, just showing you. So it's bubbling away, and that means it is time to put the steamer basket on. So I just put the lid on, and as you can see, this actually just fits perfectly over top of this pan, and we want this to steam for maybe like 8 minutes-ish. Is that an Aussie accent, NY Slice? This is a Kiwi accent, New Zealand. So we just want it on at quite low heat. We don't want it too high. You have a one-ton box, like one of these steamers. They're awesome, aren't they? Okay, so with the let me show you the other pan now, kind of. off. Alright, there we go. The other pan. You want a decent bit of oil in this one because you don't want your dumplings to stick. And also the oil, you won't be eating all of the oil. A lot of it will end up just being, you know, part of the cooking. Oops. Exotic Pākehā, you're eating McDonald's. Yum. Nothing wrong with a good bit of McDonald's. If I say Oz and so New Zealand, I feel like I didn't quite miss. Huh. I don't understand. If you say Oz and so New Zealand. It's very, very close. Nice slice. Okay, so my oil is pretty hot right now. Well, it's like medium hot. You don't want it too hot because you don't want to like burn immediately because it's got to cook for a decent bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there and get my dumplings. So when you put your dumplings down, there should be a little bit of a sizzle, but not too much. So I've got the rest of the dumplings here. And you basically want to just lay it out exactly in the same formation as we did with these steamed ones. Just in a really pretty little circle, all sort of facing each other, and maybe a couple in the middle. Make sure it's not too hot. I'll keep turning my heat down. Hey! Inoi Slice, thank you so much for the follow. Toxic, yes, what am I making? I'm making, let me show you, I don't want to drop my phone though. We are making some dumplings. Fry in shallow oil. Okay, so I'm just going to get a little bit of water. And you just want to put a bit of water into the dumplings, into the shallow fry one, and then put a lid on. Because what we really want it to do is we want it to fry but steam at the same time. And while we're doing that, we want to make the sauce. So I've got a mini little saucepan, and we're just going to get the heat going. And I've heated up my other stock. Sorry, Toxic, just there's just a lot going on right now, but hello, welcome. So let's sesame oil. There's sesame oil inside the dumplings, and I'm also going to be doing some sesame oil in the sauce. So I've heated up some of my chicken stock, and I'm just going to get a nice big ladle full, well, maybe 1.5 ladlefuls, into my little saucepan, and get that on the heat at the front here, in the front one. Glitch Cloud, you got into your promos. Congratulations! I hope you can keep going and win that one. So first of all, I want to get my garlic that I prepared earlier, and I prepared way too much garlic, but let's just use it all because who doesn't love garlic? In my slice, I'm a pro. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Not a pro, but I do try my best. We're going to use a tiny bit of that chicken stock that we were talking about earlier. I need to be quick here because my dumplings are cooking and I want to get this sorted. This is boiling away. We want to put some soy sauce in there. It's already going to be quite salty because we're putting that chicken stock, soup and soy. Glitch Cloud gets harder every time. Wait, so you're in promos to gold 1, right? Toxic, now you can cook. Yay! Okay. I have got this spicy chili sauce. And I think that they sell this a lot of places. And it's delicious. Like, I don't know what they do with it, but it's absolutely delicious. And so you want to put a huge teaspoon of this chili sauce into the sauce that we're making. In fact, it's never enough, so we put a bit more in. And sweetness is also hot hoisin. No hoisin in my sauce. A teaspoon of sugar, a nice big heaping, because I like my sauce to be quite sweet. In fact, let's put a little bit more sugar in because I like it really sweet. We're gonna add some sesame oil. Cooking with milk churn. Yeah, man, that's us. Okay, decent amount of sesame oil because it gives it this really, really, really rich, toasty sort of flavor. And just to cut through all that richness, I've got some Italian red wine vinegar. I know it's weird, it's Italian, but it's just for some acidity. So maybe not too much, just like, I don't know how much that was, maybe a tablespoonful. Alright, I'm just going to put all my sauces away. Tidy up as you go, because otherwise then you'll have shit tons to tidy up later. Alright, so our sauce is now just simmering away, and it smells absolutely incredible. Oh god, that smells so good. Got some secrets in my slice? Haha. Clean as you go, otherwise you're a hot mess. That is true. I don't like cleaning those, so I often leave that completely to the end. Toxic, yes, you finish the 2 times spicy Korean noodles. Now you're immune to peppers. Oh, golly. That sounds, it's vinegar. Alright. I do not remember when I put these dumplings on. I don't know how long it's been, but they're looking really good. I might just give it a couple more minutes, the pork and prawn ones, and with these pork and cabbage ones, they're actually looking really good too. So I'm just taking the lid off. Actually, oh, this is going to be really loud if I turn it on. Is that too loud? Like, should I have that on, or is it too noisy? In my slice, you found me a few minutes ago and you like the stream. I'm so glad. Welcome to the stream. I'm so glad that you like it. It's really awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Donate O22OP. Oh wait, donate Elo. Anyway, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I think that this noise is alright. I just don't want the steam to basically, you know, I want it to go up into the, what is this thing called? Range hood. Okay, so I've lifted the lid off the fried dumplings and turned the heat up a little bit. So if you can see, they're starting to look really nice and translucent, and there's still a bit of water at the bottom. And basically what we're trying to do is we're waiting for the water to completely evaporate so that the bottom goes really nice and golden and crispy. And the steamed ones here, oh, they're steamy, but they're starting to look really nice and translucent too. So we'll just go give those a few more minutes because you don't want to eat raw pork and prawn. And here's the sauce, and you just want to start reducing it a little bit, but basically all the sauces that we did are already edible. So okay, I need to turn this off, it's getting loud. All those sauces were already edible, so basically it's not like cooking it to cook your ingredients. It's more just cooking it down to get it basically a bit, you know, thick and tiny bit sticky. Dash Auckland houses, exotic Pākehā. I live in about 20. Our houses down here are a third of the price of Auckland. Hey country boy, nice cooking stream. You're looking at doing this kind of thing. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Welcome, by the way. NY Slice. I'm on some real shit. Am I single? No, I'm not single. I'm married. Okay, we are almost done. I think. Okay, I think that our sauce. Let's just let's take this off. And hold on a sec. I'm just gonna prepare some chopping boards over on the other bench so that we can start moving things over. I'm pretty sure that all the dumplings are super fully cooked right now, but let me just check how golden these bottoms are. Please don't be stuck. Alright, they're definitely done. I think, let's hope that I didn't burn them. Whoa. Take the steamer basket. Just take the whole thing over, and then we will take our sauce. Put the camera back. Oh, my phone is really warm. I think I cooked it a little bit. Okay, and also bring this back. All right, there we go. I'm spilling my sauce in the plenty. If I'm ever in Wanganui, hit you up. Ah, oh, sounds good, exotic. Wanganui, is that like near the Coromandel? Nothing beats a golden bottom, kimchi boy. Alright, let's check these out. Next to Palmy Exotic. Oh, that's ages away. Alright, next time I'm down there, I will take you up on that. Same to you, by the way, if you are ever in the bay. Alright, let's have a look. Now that we have... Oh, I hope they look... Okay, they're not quite as golden as I wanted, but they're alright. They're going to taste good anyway. Usually I just don't want to burn them because often I end up burning them on that element because it's so hot, but they are super crispy, which is exactly what we want, so let's not worry too much about the fact that the color's not perfect. I'm just trying to put you guys off thinking that I'm not Challenger and dumpling making. I really need a new pan is actually what I need, because this pan is about 12 years old. Okay, so we will... Oops, sorry, apologize. Oh my god, it's so crispy. 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, just trying to learn to count here. And so here are our steamed ones. I'll take one more. here are our steamed dumplings. These are actually looking really good. I really like steamed dumplings. They've just got this really delicious chew to the skin. Were those homemade, Kimchi Boy? Yes, they were. We made them from scratch. Not the wrappers though, but the filling, the sauce. That's all homemade. If you do want to see the filling process and all of that, that will be in my VODs, which are available for about 2 weeks after this stream. Sorry, Luca. Oh, hey, Be Like Bucker. How's it going? Welcome back. Luca, you've pretty much missed it all, but we are going to eat the dumplings, so I don't know, do you want to do the whole eating thing, or do we want to end the stream and then restart it when I'm ready to play some League of Legends? I don't know. I mean, it's not going to take me very long to eat if you guys want to just chill and hang out and have a chat. Mukbang? What is mukbang? I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't have to have the camera. I can have the chat and then talk to you guys. Alright, so these are my 2 plates of dumplings. This one's my plate, and that plate's for Hubbos. Alright. Mareza and live streaming themselves cooking and eating. Oh, okay. Anyway, alright. Then it sounds like you guys are happy for me to go have my dinner in Pisaroos. But yeah, that's it. That is the dumpling stream with pan-fried pork and cabbage dumplings and steamed pork and okay, I'm so hungry. My brain is not working. Steamed pork and prawn dumplings and pan-fried pork and cabbage dumplings. Wait, we're at 30? Oh man. Thank you all so much for watching. Look at that's it for... Oh, Be Like Bucky, you missed it. You've only missed the food part. So after I finish eating, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna come and play some LOL, cause gotta play some LOL tonight. I'll probably be back in about 20 to 30 minutes. So hopefully I will see you guys there as well. Kimchi Boy, you're scared of doing a cooking stream, no one watching? Well, look, you've just got to try. If you don't try it, then how do you know that no one's gonna watch? I mean, this is my 2nd ever cooking stream. I wasn't sure if anybody would want to watch me cook, but hey. Anyways, you love my stream. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Crazy Cat Kid, how's it going? I'm gonna just go and eat while these are still nice and hot and fresh. And I hope I will see you guys in about half an hour. Oh, yo, Nate! Dumplings for dinner. Watch the VOD, dude. You want me to post a new YouTube, Happy Bros? Really? Return of the King. Alright, Nate and Dimpy. Nate! Thanks for the resub! 3 months! You have got a Kali! Yay! Hey Danny. Okay, you guys keep tuning up. I'm just gonna eat. I don't care. I don't know what this mukbang thing is, but it's alright. My food's going cold and I don't want to say my friends are here. So let's let's talk. Alright, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hold on, I'll be back. Wait. Did I give you a fork? Still holding it. You're welcome. Alright, we are back. Oh, what? Nate, you forgot to cancel it? What do you mean? Thanks, Luca. I'm glad you like my kitchen. Dumplings look delicate. I'm gonna eat in front. Okay, fine. I won't. All right. I will see you guys in half an hour. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys are here just for the food, I will try and do another food stream next week. So make sure you're followed, so you know when I can't go live. If you guys are here for the lol, I will see you guys in half an hour. Beep boop.